Lillian? Hello, hello. Hello, Lillian. Can you hear me? Says we're recording, but you're not here. Hello. There you are. There we go.
All right, so we're gonna do our special surprise unboxing. Let me see if I can ask you to turn on your video.
Let's see.
And we are simulcasting to YouTube.
Let's see.
Let me see if I can get
Okay, start video, but it's not working. Unable to access a camera. Allow. Settings. Huh. Why isn't it working?
I don't have the block for that. I'm gonna ask to start video again. Let me ask to unmute and to start your video. Can you get your video to start, Julie? Hey, Julie. You might have to change a setting on your phone to get the video to turn on. Julie, do you want to unmute? Okay, so we'll give Julie a minute here. I have actually another box that I'm going to unveil. So give me a second and I will get that box. So while we're waiting for Julie, because we're going to have Julie's going to be sharing a pretty cool unboxing, and we got someone else that's joining us here. Hi. And I'm going to ask to unmute and to start your video. So while we're waiting for Julie hello.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you. And now if you can just start your video, I put a request for you to start your video. Are you able? Oops.
Let's see. There I am. A miracle has happened. I had to go into the settings and I couldn't get it to unmute until I did that. So I couldn't answer you. But anyway, I was trying. Okay, here we are.
Okay, I'm so excited to do this unboxing with you. So you have a special box that is worth its weight in diamonds. And so do you want to show us what the box looks like?
Okay.
And then we will open it up. We are going to show our viewers how we are broadcasting not just on Zoom, but we're also on YouTube. We're going to show what it is that you have there. And then we're going to go over some of the contents of your box. Looks like.
Let's see, how do I flip the camera so I can show the box?
So on your phone, if you tap it, it'll have front or rear camera. It'll have a little camera, and it has the little arrows that show in both directions. And when you tap the camera, it'll switch it from a front camera to the camera going this way.
Okay. I found it. Found the app. Ha, there you go. I did it. A miracle. Okay, there's my box. And you were right. And this is what people need to know, because it just seems like it was just perfectly sealed. I couldn't even see the tape. And Scott was able to find the tape, cut the tape, and get it open. So here we are with the receipt.
Fantastic.
Bubble wrap.
Okay.
A folder, LifeWave.
So
And here we go. 39. Lots of 39s. Must be like 12 of them, or how many are there?
Yeah, you have a year's worth of X39, and then you have 6 months of X49, and 1 month of glutathione, 1 month of carnosine, 1 month of eon, and 6 months of SP6, the neurology digestion hormone patch.
Okay. Great. So is there, there's 30 in each one. Okay, great. Got it.
Each sleeve has a 30-day supply, 30 patches worth.
Okay, so there's just one and
1 glutathione and 1 carnosine. So you'll have, that's the first month of the Fantastic Five. So you have 12 months of 39, and your first month of the Fantastic Five, which would be, I'm going to hold up so that people can see here. So you have 12 of these, a year's worth of this, because you got our special. Then you have 49, the daughter activation patch. And then you have glutathione, carnosine, and eon. So that makes up the Fantastic Five. And then because you also wanted the patch that deals with, this takes care of neurological conditions, hormonal, digestive conditions. So that's the SP6. For people who are wondering, why is that SP6? That's not an antioxidant. That's right. That's not an antioxidant. SP6 is spleen 6 acupuncture point. This patch was named after SP6 because it takes care of all things related to digestion, digestive system, your hormonal system, your reproductive system. This is and then you regulating your autonomic nervous system. So I'm on this patch every day because since I had a traumatic brain injury, and oh my gosh, this combination of patches, I got to tell you what it does for your mental faculties. I'm like so thrilled with it. So what question, as someone who's first opening this, what is your questions that you have as you're
okay, yeah. So I wanted to know, this box had more X39. So I have 2 more packets of X39. So what is this box called? So if somebody wanted to start with this, what is this box called? Does it
so you have, so there's the 39, which is the mother patch, and then 49, which is the daughter patch. So someone who just wants to do 39, just the mother patch, that would be, you could still get a diamond pack. You would only get 19 sleeves in that particular case because you're doing all X39. You were on a special promo where you got 12 months of the 39, 6 months of the 49. Yeah, 6 months of the 49, and then you got 6 months of SP6. You got a lot of patches.
Right. But there was 2 extra 39 in this box.
So they gave you, so the company does this, and there's no way of me knowing how many extra patches they're going to throw in based on the volume that our group is doing. You'll get extra patches above and beyond what you pay for. So you basically got retail an extra $300 worth of patches, wholesale $200 worth of patches, because it's $99 for each sleeve wholesale. And now because you got a diamond pack, you get the lowest price per sleeve moving forward. So as a diamond pack holder, you have international rights of distribution, but you can also get maintenance packs where instead of $99, you pay $89 for those patches, or you can buy like a maintenance pack where you pay for 6 months, but they give you 7, or you buy like bigger volumes of patches, like when you need them. And then they always give you free patches. Like you'll get an extra 1, 2, or 3 sleeves for free.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what that is. So you got, I mean, I wish I would have gotten 2 extra X39s when I enrolled, but that's, it's a different, I got started during the summer. So you're getting the benefit of getting started right now during the holidays.
Okay. All right. And then let's see. So, but as far as the this Aeon, so they only 30 of those.
Yeah. So you have the 1 month of glutathione, carnosine, and Aeon. So those 3 patches are the master antioxidants. And those 3 master antioxidants. So these are the patches that the first month you'll be wearing. 39, okay. 49, and then the master antioxidant. This is the Fantastic 5 right here.
Okay. In
addition, you're also going to be doing this, I call it the neuro patch. It's neuro, reproduction, digestive patch. And some people we have a weight loss protocol for people who want to do weight loss. Some people just on the Fantastic 5, because your body's getting into balance. So like I had, for example, one gal, Barbara in Texas, her first week on the patches, all she did was get on the patches. She lost 7 pounds. We're not saying that you're going to lose weight on these or gain weight. I was underweight, so I gained the weight that I could not do through, even though I was eating extra protein, doing all sorts of extraordinary measures. What a pain in the butt. It's like the same problem in reverse, whether, if you're, and it's just showing that there's a disbalance in the body. So the patches are designed to bring you into balance. Annie Reeves, who just got her eyesight back from being blind, she's lost weight on the patches. She didn't get on the patches to lose weight. She got on the patches to get her sight back, to get rid of the pain from rheumatoid arthritis, and also for chronic constipation that she's had for years. And all those, like her pain has gone from rheumatoid. She only has pain if she bumps into something with her hands or her knee. And her eyesight, she got her eyesight back 2 Fridays ago. Very excited for her.
It's just so amazing. Yeah.
That is so amazing. And she's lost weight. And her boyfriend, who's been watching her throughout this, he's the one who told her, it's like, Annie, he goes, you're starting to look younger. Your skin's starting to look better. Well, she's like, well, I don't know, hon, because I'm blind. I haven't seen myself in years. He goes, no, you're actually looking younger. So yesterday, as soon as she sent the picture from when she started in August, and then yesterday's picture, I'm like, oh my gosh, you can actually definitely see just 3 months of being on the patches. We can definitely see a physical difference in her, which is exciting.
Yeah, it is. It's so exciting. So let's say I wanted to, because we have so much X39, and I'd really like to try some of these other things. And I'm going to go over to my friend this afternoon that has this foot problem and get her started on these. So you would recommend, of course, the X39, the X49, and then which ones of these?
I would put Aeon on her. I would put 39, 49, and Aeon. Actually, the gravity of her foot, because it's both of her feet that she's having issues with last night. So in her case, I would put 39 and 49. I don't know if I could get my foot up here to show you guys, but basically, if this were your big toe, and this were your second toe, I would put it X39 and X49, one right under each other. And then I would put on the inside ankle. So let me see if I can, how can I do this? I'm going to point.
That's okay. I understand. Yeah. I understand the inside of your ankle and the outside of your ankle. And then you told me also to put one on top.
Yeah. So I would say 39 and 49. Can you see? So I would put 39 and 49, like right between your big toe and your second toe, like right on the top of the foot, 39 and 49, one under each other. And then glutathione on the inside of your ankle, on the outside of your ankle, right under the ankle. I would put carnosine, and then I would put Aeon on the top of her foot here, you know, where your foot bends at the ankle, right at the top, I would put that Eon patch. And I know it's both of her feet. I would just both
Do
of
one.
them and get the benefit. So whichever foot bothers her the most, if they're the same, then whatever her dominant, if she's right-handed, then do right. If she's left hand dominant, then I would do the left.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's going to affect her entire body. It's just going to start getting the inflammation and the pain down in that foot first.
Mm-hmm.
So
So if I go over this afternoon and put them on, let's say, or the early evening, then she'd just wear them all night. And then tomorrow morning she'd take them off, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do it again the next evening. Okay. All right.
And then I would recommend that for the next 30 days for her. And then if she wants to, a week from now, if she wants to go from right foot to left foot, and that's not too confusing, you know, for her, then she could go from right foot. She can then in a week switch it to the left foot, so that all that week she goes. You can't mess it up. If she forgets, doesn't matter, because 30 days all on the same foot, she's going to notice her entire body's going to benefit from that. So it's so and
Great.
And anytime you're like, well, I really don't know where to put these patches on this person, I always say 2 rules of thumb. First is point to the pain and patch it, and circle that area with the patches, or you can, like circumvent that area with the patches too. Because if you have, let's say, if you're connecting your patches together like this, how you see how the circles,
Right.
just the adhesive is overlapping, but these are used patches. And I marked them so that people could see 39, 49, glutathione, carnosine, and Eon. Now, if, for example, if I don't have access to my ex-mother-in-law because they just put her in a special nursing facility, she just broke her wrist. So if I had access to her, let's say if she broke her wrist and let's say she has a cast on, obviously I would not be able to put the patches like right around this way, like a bracelet. Or this way, like you can see I'm wearing these because I have this going on right now that I got from carrying stuff that was too heavy for me. So I don't have any pain right now because I put the patches on, thank goodness. But somebody who has a cast, so then you could put them on the hand. This acupuncture point is very powerful. So I would do 39 and 49 here, and then you put glutathione, carnosine, and Eon, the top part that's not covered by the cast. Because in her case, she broke that arm, they had to do surgery. So, you know, she has it casted. So I'm just using her as an example, but that's what I would do. You point to the pain and patch it. And they can all be in a row like that, or you can divvy them up where 39, 49, glutathione, carnosine, Eon. And that way that whole limb is being lit up. The whole body's going to get the benefit, but this is being lit up first. So your body goes, oh, because your stem cells are smart cells. Those pluripotent cells know, oh, there's inflammation there because there's injury, there's bleeding. You know, days after you've broken a bone, there's still bleeding. There's, you know, there should be some clotting if you're healthy, right? And so your body knows there's extra inflammation there. There's like an injury there. There's a lot of damage, not just the bone, the cartilage, the tendons, the ligaments, the muscle. So it goes, oh, we need to repair that right away. And if, as a figure of, just as example, if there's something going on in the person's heart or the brain, your stem cells are smart enough to know it's like, yeah, we need to repair this because this is an issue, but we also got to take care of this too. So it's going to go, oh, yeah, we need to take care of these damaged cells in the heart. We got to take care of these damaged cells that are in the brain. And it knows, we call that triage in medicine. So it knows how to prioritize level of importance. Got to keep her alive. So we got to take care of these heart cells that need to be replaced, these brain cells that need to be replaced. And then, yeah, we need to take care of this too.
Okay. So I saw something where it said, oh, when you take them off, you can put them on your pets. So where do you put them on your pets?
So for pets, that's a great question. So my favorite place, and a lot of people will do this, they'll stick the patches under their collar. So now it's like touching their body. It doesn't matter that they have a lot of fur or thin fur. It's still touching them. Some people will put they'll put the patch on the dog's head. Some of them will put it on the neck, on the inside or the back side. I used to think when I first started that it had to be like maybe somewhere on their belly where there's, more skin and not so much fur. But that's not necessarily true. I've seen people who have put X39 and X49 on either side of the chest The thing that I have found so fascinating is that pretty much every dog, every cat that I'm aware of that people have patched, whether it's a used patch or a new patch, all those mammals seem to recover from glaucoma, from hip issues, from broken limbs within 2 months, which I find incredible. And the other thing that I find remarkable is that none of them try to remove the patches. All of them. Doesn't matter if cat, dog, doesn't matter, horses, they all like the feeling of the patches. And so anybody who's ever had cats or dogs, you know that you put booties on them, you put a raincoat,
they're taking them off. Yeah, they're very unhappy.
Yeah, they don't like that. It's like you put sunglasses on them, they throw them off. They don't really, if they wear them, it's because you've trained them to wear them, but instinctively, they don't want any of that on them. The patch.
Well, I have great big fluffy standard poodles. I mean, it's tough to get to any skin unless it's on their belly, right?
Yeah. So that's why I was
wondering.
I would just part the hair and I would put it there.
Okay. They're pretty young. They don't have any health issues, but I just thought, well, that was interesting. Especially, I have a girlfriend that has a horse that's, I think it's at least 21. It might be 26 years old. And it does have issues kind of constantly. So yeah. So I'll save mine and send them up to her. Actually, I want to get her started on it too. But okay. And then for Scott, we're going to do the 39 first, and then the 49. I'm going to make them in a strip. And then what should I put next? The glutathione, or does it matter on the next three?
Yeah, you know what? I like to keep things in order because that way you make sure that you don't miss patches. And at the same time, then when you look at your patches, you know which one's which. Otherwise, you won't know which one's which. So I always go in the order glutathione, carnosine, and eon. So for Scott, he has some hands and foot issues, right?
He has weak extremities sometimes. His big thing is that he has this high blood pressure issue where it'd go like over 200. And then we had to put him in the hospital and they fill him full of drugs. And then he comes home.
Okay. So for him, I would, when you're about to patch him, I would ask him, I go, Scott, just close your eyes. And I want you to tell me what feels lighter and what feels darker versus heavier. Lighter in terms of light, also as in weight, and what feels darker and heavier. Does it feel lighter or darker to put the patches on your neck bump, which is governing vessel 14, or directly on your chest? And he's going to go, oh, he'll either see, feel, or sense that one of those two is lighter and the other one is heavier. Whichever one, it's not a yes or no. It's like whatever feels or senses is lighter versus darker and heavier. That means that your body's favoring one over the other. So it could be, because either one is going to be fine.
Okay, so then
better
to test it, I'd take the 39 and I'd put that like on the back bump and say, how does that feel? And then I'd take that off and put it on his chest.
Yeah. So you don't even have to take the backing off. You can just ask him, just say, close your eyes. And I want you to think about what feels lighter and what feels heavier. Does it feel lighter to put the patches on your neck bump, or does it feel lighter or heavier to put them on your chest? Because either way, it's going to be fine. So he's going to say, you know what, I kind of get the sense that it feels lighter to put them on my chest. You're like, okay, so we're going to put the patches.
Okay, great. All right. Oh, and then I was going to ask you one more thing. Could you send me the protocol for brain cancer? Because you were telling me the drug to use, but I need to know, could you write that out, how you said that works?
Right. Yeah, so we actually have a regimen or a Veritas Consilium. Basically, it's a true action plan as to anything that's related to the brain. Fail safe, like you can never go wrong, is just putting them all on the governing vessel 14, that neck bump, because that's where your brain stem goes down into your spinal column, signaling your autonomic nervous system. I like to, in lieu of that, depending on what's going on, like someone with brain cancer, I would want to literally encircle their head with the patches. So I would put X39 on the neck bump. You can go X39 and X49 on the neck bump, and then you can go glutathione, carnosine, and eon around the head. So if you look at the head, your head's being encircled with the patches, and the light is coming from different angles on your temples. That's like the thinnest skin that you have. In fact, if you have an impact on your temple, that can actually kill you, because it's like your brain is just, there's a little sheet of skin before you actually touch your brain there. That's a very sensitive spot, which is why it's so powerful to put the patches there. So I would recommend that. X39, 49, you have glutathione, carnosine, and eon. This, of course, is your third eye.
Okay. So you don't use the SP6 on that at all?
No, I would, yeah. If I use, because it's brain cancer, I would put that on the neck, on the brainstem under the X39 and 49.
Oh, so you could use the SP6.
Yeah. Anytime you have any brain thing, I always use SP6 because it regulates your autonomic nervous system. And I put it on the brainstem, so it's close to the head.
Okay. And then the part, though, I need you to tell me about is that other drug that they use in veterinarian. Okay.
I will tell you. Yeah, I will share that with you off this podcast in private.
Yes. That's what I meant. So yeah, send me the protocol on that. Because this guy was only given I think 3 or 4 months to live. Of course, the gods.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's an educated. It is an educated guess, and it's like another mentor, Dr. Joe Dispenza. He says, we get these voodoo curses that are spoken upon us, and we know that it's amazing how the power of the word spoken in thought form, how powerful it is.
Sure.
You think about, actually years ago, I did this talk where it was the power of the word. It was about a year after Michael Jackson passed. And, we come into union with another human being when we say, I do at the altar. And now just saying I do, you're in this lifelong contract, this lifelong covenant with this other individual. When you said I do, and they said I do also. That's pretty powerful if you think about that. And
it is powerful.
And you can speak 4 words and break that covenant and say, I want a divorce. And now a lot of pain, a lot of financial resources, a lot of energy go towards undoing that, but you actually, break that covenant, that promise, and so forth. And 50% of the population, then moves on. I'm in that 50%, 55%, whatever the numbers are. And so our words, we cannot make any mistakes. Our cells, all 56 trillion cells, are listening to everything that we say, think, and do all day long. So if I've had people who were spoken that voodoo curse from whoever their provider was. It's like, oh, you have 3 months, you have 6 months, you have a year, you have less than 2 years, whatever the number is. And they're like, oh yeah, nope, I cancel that. I'm not. That is your opinion, and I respect that based on what you know. I understand that you think that, but no, I'm not signing up for that. That's not part of I'm not going to let that in. Nope. Cancel. Then they're out of there, and they're like, okay, they may not be able to fix me, but I will find a way to fix me. And then they do. And so we all have a choice. So, and that's part of, I think part of, the discussion that we had previously. It's like knowing that we are our own health advocate, and ultimately you are the master and the expert on you, because you're feeling everything inside your body from the time you were conceived until you go to the grave. No one has that much information on you but you. So as you learn to trust your own body's intelligence, and then just pay attention. It's like your body's going, okay, I'm not sure if this feels good or this feels bad, but what feels lighter? Just sometimes changing the languaging. What feels lighter? What feels darker and heavier? Oh, this actually feels lighter. And just the thought, just as soon as you said that, it felt dark and heavy. That's already telling you, your body, without you thinking, your body's going, this is better for you, and this is not so good. Had you thought about it being right or wrong, or good or bad, or up or down, maybe you couldn't answer it because it's too left brain. But now you're more in your body, you're going, oh yeah. So, all righty.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thanks for going over all this with me. You're awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, my beautiful friend Jim, let me know how it goes. I'm just a phone call away. Anyone that you might have, I'm here to help you, support you, and share about this life-saving technology and getting these people out of pain. That's like getting them out of the pain and also getting them to restore their bodies. And all they have to do is apply the patch and remember to drink 50% their weight in fluid ounces of water.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.